Hey, gorgeous people. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer, where more cares. Lately, I've gotten so many questions from you all, and I'm so excited, to answer those questions today. Now, what are these questions? I have been asked, can you sign for medication that you have not administered or given yourself? Are random drug tests done for carers, or should I say healthcare assistants, to determine if they have consumed alcohol or certain recreational drugs? I have also been asked, can you be denied visa even though you've got your COS from your sponsor? Now, all these questions and more, I will be answering in this video. So please, guys, don't go. My name is Kesiana Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. To all you old and new returning subscribers, you guys, you rock, yeah! Oh, thank you all so much for your support. It's truly amazing. Thank you so much. Now, if you're just watching this channel for the first time, hello! What are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button, yeah? Give me a thumbs up, like the video, and don't forget to click on that all-important notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you will be among the very first to know, yeah? Follow my Instagram, Care by Cares, TikTok, Care by Cares, and Twitter, Care by Cares as well. And as always, I will see you there. Okay, so let's get down to the title of today's video, which is more of your questions and my answers. And I've got my little book here. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Now, like I said before, I have been asked, should you sign for medication that you have not given? Now, the answer to that question is a capital letter no. Why? How are you sure the person who asked you to sign actually gave the medication? You can only sign for medication when you, the carer or healthcare assistant or support worker, has witnessed, your client, service user or resident taking that medication. If you haven't witnessed it, please do not sign for any reason. Does that make sense? Okay. So your second question is, are random drug tests done on healthcare assistants or support workers, daily to determine if they have consumed alcohol or certain recreational drugs? Now, the answer is no. No tests are done, to determine that. But it's just common sense. And of course, it is your social responsibility that if you have consumed alcohol or taken certain drugs and you know it's affecting you, please call in sick. It's better you call in sick than coming to work and then there are consequences. Something happens and then you have to now explain yourself. Okay? Better be safe than sorry. Yeah? Now, another question I've been asked is, can you be denied visa even though you've gotten your COS from your sponsor rather? Yes, you can. Now, why can you? Simple. If you have filled in your application wrongly, you can be denied visa even though you have your COS. If you have done the wrong type of ILS, you can be denied visa. If you have lied on your application, you too can be denied visa. Now, I am not, an immigration expert, but these are the things I have come to realize, because I work with certain people, who are offering this T2 visa thingy. And I've asked so many questions and they've answered me. So based on my information and my knowledge, the answer is yes, you can be denied visa, even though you have your COS. Now, I've also been asked, should I inform my boss, when I get my visa before I make my travel arrangements? Now, the answer to that is a big fat yes. Why? Now, you know that your sponsor has to look for accommodation for you before you come in. He or she can proceed with providing you accommodation, at least getting the house, paying the rent, or the deposit before you come in. So it's very important that you let her know that, or him know that before you start making your travel arrangements. So there's a date you have agreed on. Like I said in my spoiler alert video, what you have not been told if you're on a sponsorship visa is that the day you arrive in the country will be on your letter. From that day on, your counting starts, your 5 years counting starts. So it's important you let her know when you get your visa, or him know when you get your visa, so he or she can make your accommodation plans for you and can also, send you a letter telling the date you can come in. So that date reads on your letter you show immigration, and it starts, your 5 years starts counting from that date. I hope that is okay. All right. I've also been asked, can you be discriminated against because you have afro hair or long beards? The answer to that is no. Yeah, is no, because my previous video I talked about Equality Act 2010. We are Africans, we have kinky hair. That is the hair. Look, I mean, look at mine. Okay, so you cannot discriminate against for that reason, or having a long beard. But I will be coming up with a video where some of your body parts might be a hazard to you at work. Okay, so watch out for that video. All right. I've also been asked, and your work patterns or hours, particularly if a domiciliary setting affects your family. And by that, I mean your husband, your relationship with your husband, rather, and your children. Now, the truth is that it can. Why? You leave your house very early in the morning. Sometimes by 5:36, you're out of the house. And you're not back in by 9:10. Of course, it's going to tell on you and your children and your husband. Why? You are not there for the kids. When they wake up, you are not around. When they go to bed, you are not around. Does that make sense? And for your husband, when he needs you, you're not able to give him the honey. So what do you expect? It will. But it's just, right that you sit with your spouse, you discuss how this is going to go, how this is going to play, rather, so that, work, family life, is balanced. There's a balance between the work and family, because you don't want one side suffering for another. Does that make sense? Beautiful. I have also been asked, is it important to have a budget for you to be able to manage your finances and live comfortably in the UK? The truth is yes, because the cost of living is going higher and higher and higher and all of that. So you need to sit with your spouse, or if you are a single person, sit down, write down all the important bills you need to pay. Like what? Your rent, your council tax, if you do pay one, your light, your electricity, your gas, your transport, your feeding, and all of that. It's very important. Yeah, very, very, very important. I have a budget myself. I have all the things I list, that I pay every month. So before I do anything with money, I make sure those things are cleared before I do anything with money. Yeah? Okay. Now, I've also been asked, as a living carer, can I leave my sponsor and go work with the family I am caring for? Now, the answer to that is no. Why? Does the family you'll be caring for, do they have are they sponsored? Are they licensed, rather, to sponsor? There you go. No. So you cannot leave your sponsor to go work for the family you are caring for. That is a no-no. Does that make sense? Beautiful. Now, I've also been asked this question, are the duties of a residential support worker? Now, the reason why I haven't made a video on that is because as a residential support worker, your duties are similar with that of a healthcare assistant and a support worker. Does that make sense? Now, in the sense that, for instance, you have homes, residential homes, where you have retirees. So what do? You walk into their rooms, you care for them, those who want you to give them personal care. You do that and you go back downstairs or wherever your station is. And then sometimes you may be asked to accompany them out if they're not able to bear their weight, by themselves. So you see, this is why I said it's a bit similar with a healthcare assistant and a support worker. Does that make sense? So until I see you again, always remember this, and don't you forget that no matter what the matter is, my darling, to you matters so much more. Au revoir.